Welcome back to the second hour of today's show, and joining us now is, I'm going to call him Dr. David Morgan, because he's my doctor of the precious metals market. David has the Morgan Report. David, good morning.
Good morning, Alan. Great to be with you.
Well, it's good to be with you. Just briefly, what do you think of this monster move in the gold market?
Well, I think it's showing that this Russian situation that's going on with the Ukraine is taken seriously by the metals markets, or investors generally speaking. I mean, gold is the ultimate safe haven. People talk about the bond market and dollars being a safe haven, and the market basically indicates that to be the case from time to time. But the long-term ultimate safe haven is gold, and of course, there's a big move in gold today, as you said, and I think it has a lot to do with Putin showing strength and the Obama administration at this point in time looking a little weak, but, that's just today. No telling what the powers that be have got planned going forward.
Gold, even though both of the metals are up today, gold is outperforming silver. Do you take anything away from that?
I do. I mean, I really like to see silver outperform gold to establish a new bull trend is intact, but a move like this, I mean, let's face it, gold is certainly the premier asset for safe haven status, number one. Number two, for wealth preservation. I mean, gold is pretty much an establishment go-to investment, really. I mean, even though central banks badmouth it, central banks have been net buyers the last few years. Nation states buy gold hand over fist. Look at what's going on with China. So gold is a monetary asset, although it's downplayed in the mainstream media time and time and time again. The truth is it's the ultimate money on not only a nation-state basis but a central banking basis. Silver doesn't hold that. Silver is basically a monetary metal of the people, and it's also quite often referred to as an industrial asset, and it is. I mean, silver's used quite extensively in industry, probably more than 50%. So silver certainly has monetary value, monetary status, but it's a subset of gold, if you will, as far as what the amount or cash flow of money is. However, because it's a smaller market and it is a safe haven, you'll see silver outperform gold, and it already has from the beginning of the bull market. The establishment of the bull market was September 2003. The ratio is 80-1, and today we're looking at in the low 60s. So actually, silver from that perspective has outperformed gold, and I believe that trend will continue.
David, a couple of weeks ago, you gave a speech to the Liberty Mastermind Group. What did you talk about?
Well, I took a video that really impressed me from this guy that goes by Storm Clouds Gathering on the Internet. You can look up Storm Clouds Gathering, and he had a video called Revolution and Instruction Manual. And he made several points in that video on how to do a peaceful turnaround, to, one, get people to start thinking, and several ways that you could not only inspire correct thinking, but also look at methods and methodologies that would portend how the people can basically stand up to this tyranny that we're seeing on a global basis. And I was so impressed by it, I took the transcript and modified it slightly, but I obviously want to give him credit. I added on some things at the end of it, my own thinking that were in line with his, but very, very well thought out, very, very tactful, and extremely important that it's a revolution of an idea. It doesn't have to be violent, but we need to take action. The idea of just letting people dictate to you how to run your life that's tyranny in its finer sense, whereas a free people get to create their own destiny. I like the Rick Mayberry situation. Really, he says there's basically only two laws that you really have to obey. One is to not infringe upon the rights of anyone else, and this is the basis of most criminal law or civil law, is that you have natural law. You're born free ultimately, and very few governments have recognized that. The United States was founded on that principle, and yet look at where we are today. So I was a very heartfelt speech. It seemed to get a good review, and again, I want to give this gentleman credit. He's a young man, and he's, in my view, a very, very deep and heartfelt thinker, and we need more of these people, and he's one that I think is leading a revolution of the spirit, you might say.
Unfortunately, the vast, overwhelming majority of our population has been going along with this infringement of their liberties rather placidly. And I expect that to continue.
I think it is, and that's why I think it's one of my jobs, among others, to get the word out and rile them up. I mean, it's my understanding of the history, and I may have it wrong, but no one's corrected me yet, that from my readings, that when Patrick Henry went into that building and gave his speech, before he went in there and made his speech, about 80% were of the mindset that they were just going to go along with the Brits, and they were going to pay these exorbitant tax rates, and they were going to let them be ruled, and they just thought it wasn't worth fighting. And when Patrick Henry got done with the speech, he had instilled in them the thought and the passion, and it stirred not only their minds but their hearts as well, that there were things in life, that freedom was so important, that there was the risk that they had to take in his mind. But when he finished his speech, he didn't tell them, you've got to take up arms, you've got to go and get going on this. What he said was, as for you gentlemen, I do not know. But as for me, give me liberty or give me death. Well, when he got done with that speech, it went 80-20 the other way. 80% realized at that point in time that they had a choice, and the choice was to be subservient, licking the boots of their masters, or they could stand up and fight for their freedom, and that's what they did. And in my view and my study, that really was a turning point. So it was the idea that roused these people. And again, the people that were willing to take that risk was not the majority, but it started it, and that's how these things start. So you've seen it all over the world, Alan. I mean, there's people taking the streets all over the globe. It hasn't happened here, but I have to use the word yet. I mean, it certainly could happen here.
Unfortunately, in today's environment, though, Patrick Henry would be labeled a domestic terrorist and marked for a FEMA camp. Yes,
yeah, that's right. I mean, there are, and that's the idea. I mean, the idea is what price freedom, what price liberty, what is the sacrifice you're willing to make? I mean, these men were willing to give up, their lives and their fortunes and their sacred honor. We don't have many people that think that way today, but it's something to contemplate. It's not an intellectual exercise anymore. I think a lot of people that are even in the gold and silver community look at it as almost an entertainment thing. I do the update with Alan Butler on Monday, and geez, it's fun to hear David do a rant or whatever he's going to say, or whoever their personality is, but it's not entertainment. This is serious business. We're talking about the way you are going to live out the rest of your life. And we're talking about, will you be free or will you not be free? This is the core issue, really. I mean, the monetary aspect is a very important part of it, but it's only part of it. The ultimate question is, what are you sacrificing? I mean, if you make tons of money in the gold and silver market and you can't spend it where you want or travel where you want or buy what you want, if you're allocated by the government where you can spend it and how you can spend it, what good does it do you? Most people that want economic freedom or financial freedom, it's all about freedom. It's the fact that they have enough money to do what they want to do, go where they want to go, work or not work, provide foundation with money, or give to the cause of their choice, or start a foundation or whatever. It's about freedom. It's not, in most cases, about the money for money's sake. It's what that money represents, and it represents freedom. But if we're in a situation where that money doesn't represent freedom because it's been taken away from you, then really I ask the question, what good is it?
We've been speaking with David Morgan. David is the publisher of the Morgan Report. David, it's always a pleasure.
My pleasure, Alan. Thank you.
Silver123.net is a silver saver program designed to be as simple as possible. For as little as $50 per month, you can set up and create an automatic cost average buying program that will get silver or gold sent to your door on a monthly basis. The first step to creating an account is easy. You will supply some basic information. Next, you will add a bank account from which you will schedule your purchases. Scheduling purchases makes saving easy. Silver Saver is customizable and allows you to control the amount and the date of purchase. Once you are signed up, you are then given your affiliate code. Now you can save in precious metals and also market this program. You can use email, web pages, and multiple forms of social media to share the Silver Saver program. Silver Saver will reward you generously with physical silver or gold whenever someone you refer becomes a saver. Silver Saver not only provides you with a share code, but also allows you to place your own banner ad on a website of your own. Silver Saver is one of the best ways to start saving and accumulating gold or silver, especially at these levels. Visit silver123.net and start saving today.